I can't say I expect you back so soon. Has anything changed since the last time I was here? Look around. It's your mind. Okay. Alright, I think I'm ready to go. Farewell.
Yes.
Good luck. So we've got this empty reflection. A woman-shaped hole in the air stands before you, her palms outstretched, and you sense something different. A smell, if emotions could smell. It is sharp confusion and a sense of displacement. Somehow this woman-shade knows she does not belong here in your mind.
I'll remember that.
Oh, says the spectre. A reflection from a different calf stuff, is it? He studies the outline. It says this. Oh, sorry, this is the spectre. Oh, says the spectre, strolling up beside you. A reflection from a different cast off, is it? He studies the outlines, outstretched hands. She's lost something, he says after a moment. Something out there in the world that she misplaced, or was taken from her? You want to draw her here, you'll have to find it. You turn back to the woman-shaped void. She continues to face you, hands held out imploringly. What is it that you want? For a second, another outline flickers in her outstretched hands. A box or cube-like shape? Then it's gone and it doesn't return. Who are you? You fancy you hear your words echoing in the dark hollow space within the woman-shaped outline, and someone very distantly calling back. I don't think she can hear you, he says. For that matter, I don't think it's even a she right now. She's more a placeholder than a person, an arrow pointing somewhere else in the labyrinth. He peers cautiously into the outline in the air as though it is a long, potentially dangerous tunnel. You'll need to find what she's missing before you can bring her forward, and you won't find it here. I think. Okay, so I've got to find a box for that reflection. Cool, cool. And then up here, here's where we can get to the loss of self. Ooh, okay, yep. Definitely new content here, good. That's why I came back. Sigan. Alrighty. Ghost. Her eyes grew wide at the scene in front of you. That's me! I remember now. The siege ended, the Tabat were driven back, and I was among the survivors, but... She places a hand on the surface of the chamber. I didn't exactly survive. One of the Tabat's weapons made me sick somehow, in my mind. My father was an explorer and tinkerer. He knew something about the Numenera. He put me in there to protect me. But the Aeon priests and Chioricians couldn't help me. No one could. My father kept me in stasis until a cure could be found. She gazes into the distance as though trying to remember something. Are the women the result of some attempted cure? I don't know. Please, we're so close. Keep looking so we can find the answer. Okay. Let's have a look at this. These machines make no sounds or motion at all. Like the other machines here, they appear to be a facade. And is this repeat the same convo? Have you found any more of the women? We have to help them. Do you have any more impressions of where I might find these women? One of them offers joy and sorrow for coin. Her family's not her own. It's borrowed, I think. I'm sorry, I can't tell you more than that. Okay.
Fine.
Let's talk to Kiyatawa. Who is... Yeah, okay. Right, yes. These are the names of the people we've found. So, there we go. A translucent man appears. He's unfamiliar to you, but he appears to be working on the machine. The ghostly woman watches him, her brow furrowed. I know him. The engine, it's... Who is he? I think he's my father. The memories of this place must be fuzzy. He doesn't look right, but he feels right. I'm certain it's him. She reaches out for the translucent figure, but her hand goes right through him. She calls out, Father? Father! The man continues at his work as though she weren't there. The ghostly woman sags. I'm invisible to him. You! She places a solid hand on your shoulder, her eyes suddenly lit. He used that machine, that probability engine, to recreate me in other women. This machine is but an engine, but the engine exists in the real world, I know it. She looks at the ghostly man. Speak to him, find out how to turn it off. Then you can do the same in the real world and end this. The ghostly woman's father works frantically, turning dials, stripping metal wires, attaching and detaching various pieces within the machine. After each change, he places a hand on the side of the machine and speaks some words and gestures in the air. He doesn't seem to notice you at all. Can I help you? No, he says, but he doesn't seem to be speaking to you. No, that's not right. Her hair was softer, thinner, her eyes more like caramel. He speaks to the machine again and swipes through the air rapidly, then sticks his hands inside the engine and rearranges several delicate parts. I'd really like to help you. He continues his work, completely oblivious to you. I need to know how to turn the machine off. What? He whirls around, his eyes bright with fury. Turn it off! That would kill her! Kill her! Do you understand? I'm so close to bringing her back. It's just a matter of tuning the machine correctly. His face targets. I won't shut it down, and you will not force me. Though he makes no signal or gesture, the Tabat soldiers on the other side of the fathom run to his aid. Somehow, this ghostly construct's anger has summoned them. Well, I've been trying to avoid combat. Leave! Leave me alone! You will not take what's left of my daughter from me. Something's wrong with the machine, though. It's hurting people. Bah! You're just guessing. You don't know the side effects any more than I do, but I do know this will bring her back to me. Now leave, or I will force you to leave. Alright, I won't force you. Farewell. You can't force me. Okay. I'll just figure out the machine when I find it. Speak to my father. We have to know how to shut it off. How to shut off those engines. Can you tell me where I might find more of these women? One of them is dead, yet a piece of her still lives. Find that piece. Think I already had that? Okay, right. So, yeah. He won't tell me how to shut it off without a fight. Maybe if you can find more women, I might be able to remember more, but I don't even know if there are more. She looks at the memory of her father. He's not real. You won't hurt them. If fighting will stop the injustice the engine has caused, then maybe that's what must be done. Okay, let's just go through this. Offers joy and sorrow for coin. Family's not her own, it's borrowed. And, dead and yet a piece of her still lives. So, I guess we can try and find each of those. But I would have thought one of those would be loss of self. So let's see, there's nothing done this way. But I assume that this is another path at the very least. And potentially this, so... yeah. So, assuming those are the options, that's what we'll look into. Alrighty. Now, we leave and we go down this way and out. Gotta find a box for one thing, and yeah, I'm kind of curious as to whether or not I will find a machine. Just in the chambers that we're headed to? Well, let's see. So we just died, and now we could come back. And where are we? Ah, okay. I'd expected we would be different. Okay. That's a good way of phrasing it.
Go.
Alrighty, let's go in here. Is this... oh dear, this place was your creators. We must search it. Search it exhaustively. Sleek with streamlined energy, this machine... sleek and streamlined, this machine hums with energy. You're fairly certain it came to life just as you entered the chamber.
If you think that's best.
Callistege, as you approach the machine, Callistege rushes to examine it more closely. This device! Your sire used it to maintain access to the datasphere. I must know how. Did he leave notes nearby? Let's try to remember. 65% chance? Give it a go. Yep. You feel an itching at the base of your skull. Suddenly your right hand starts moving of its own volition, jabbing down to touch the nearby floor in a frenzied but purposeful series of movements. Next to your feet, a stone compartment slides open. It reveals a leather-bound journal within. This leather-bound journal is filled with various diagrams, notes, and observations of the machines you found near the engines buried beneath Sega's cliffs. The handwriting is your creator's, and it chronicles his analysis of the datasphere, the net of information that surrounds and permeates the world's air. Some people have drawn power from the world, others have found a way to transmit knowledge in the blink of an eye. It seems those machines may have been intended to transmit consciousness itself, or at least to take a rudimentary first step in that direction. The exact steps are unclear, though someone with an extensive background in consciousness transfer or machine intelligence might be able to recreate his work. Continue. May I? It belonged to my sire. I'd like to take a look at it first. I see. She considers you, folding her hands demurely in front of her. Is it because you don't trust me with the knowledge it contains? No, don't answer. I will find out what it contains eventually. She returns to looking at the Numenera without a backward glance. Come on, but don't think I will forget. Investigate the machine. Something about this device suggests datasphere to you, but no, the memory's gone. Okay, fair enough. So is there anything I can do with the book? Book. Wow, I do have a bunch of ciphers now. But there's the book. It's a quest item. It's probably useful.
Right.
I'll probably give it to Calistige, but not just yet. First, let's grab this stuff. Tome of Slinging Thorns. Ah, there's the book we're meant to return. And we got a weapon. We got a few different weapons. Interesting. Take all these things.
Sure.
See, this machine looks awfully familiar. The device looks as though once part of a larger device or network devices embedded in the rock beneath the city. Thick cables disappear into holes in the wall. The machine gives off a low hum just at the edge of your hearing. You recognize it immediately as the probability engine that the ghostly woman pointed out to you in the labyrinth. It feels oddly familiar. Let's try and figure out how it works. Touching the etched surface reveals a display interface, but it seems unresponsive to your gestures and commands. The display does show a vast network of other devices it must be connected to. If you're reading it correctly, there's a vast array of machines and engines operating somewhere underneath the city. This interface might control them. You poke, swipe, yell at, and speak gently to the interface, but it's completely unresponsive to your commands. Leave it. So we'll need to come back here once we've sorted out the other things. And these... Here is a mural of the sorrow. You can almost feel its clammy tendrils wrapping around your heart. Its inhuman victims twist and writhe, pleading for an impossible mercy.
Ready.
Okay. Cool. So, I mean, that is a pretty cool thing there. So I'm just going to take a screenshot. And then let's take a look at the mirrors. A staggering array of mirrors and lenses encircle you. Cables run from their backs to various machines scattered throughout the room. Your hands ache at the sight of this sanctuary, this workshop. Your predecessors spent many hours here, and your body remembers. Behind the display you hear a hinge creak. Study the lenses and mirrors. The mirrors twitch as you gaze from surface to surface. Eventually you realize why. They're attuned to your mind. You can move each one as effortlessly as your own hand. Every surface shows something else besides your reflection. A sliver of glass highlights a red cord around your throat. A small oval mirror lingers on a pulsing blue star beneath your forehead. The mirrors to either side of the large central mirror periodically flash purple. The tiny lenses above it all crane their necks to study you. One of them appears to be shivering. And you sense danger here as well. No, not sense. You remember that these mirrors are not just directed not just at this world, but at others as well. You can see things in the mirror that aren't visible to the naked eye. And if you aren't careful, they'll see you too. So, let's look at the large central mirror. Of all of them, it seems the most mundane. It shows your unaltered reflection, the crease between your eyebrows as you concentrate, and the gaunt staring creatures in the hallway behind you. Let's examine other lenses, shall we? Let's look at the small oval mirror. The pulsing blue star beneath your forehead expands as you watch. Oddly enough, it feels like it belongs there, like it was waiting to be discovered. The motion draws your attention to the other two mirrors. In them you see a very different reflection of yourself. Pale clouds of blue light surround your hands. Feathery tendrils trail from every fingertip, plucking at the air. You raise your hand, your reflection does as well, and suddenly your head burns with the ache of the radiant object within. So, let's look at our hands. The skin's glowing. Tiny needle-like tendrils emerge from the tips of each finger, tiny tools for delicate work. Pluck out the object. You press your fingertips against your forehead and feel the needle-like tendrils closing around the round object inside your head. Carefully, you pull it out. The rising agony melts away and the glow slowly fades from your hands, revealing a bronze sphere in your palm, growing more substantial with every second. Okay. Watch for the purple glow on the side mirrors. As soon as you look at the mirror to your left, a torrent of radiant light flows through you, nearly tugging you up your feet. You regain your balance just in time to see the light pass into the mirror on your right. In that mirror, you see a machine aglow with the same purple energy you spotted before. Chances are it'll take you to wherever that machine is. So, let's have a look at the sphere. Interlocking spirals, so we can't use the item exactly. We can't quite get rid of it. What about the silver mirror that shows the red band around her neck? Mentally, you jostle the mirror and feel an invisible noose close around your throat and tighten. Gasping, you fall to your side. As your vision goes dark, you realize if you survived this death, you found a shortcut into the labyrinth. How convenient.
I'm hurt.
Well, didn't need to die that quickly, game. I should have remembered that one. Alright, let's just double check. Go talk to the reflection. Sup? No. Oh wait, if I'd say... Can you hear me? Nah. Okay, there we go. A box. So we need to find the box that was stolen. Okay, and we still don't end up back at the place. Yeah. Cool, cool. We get...
Enough rest, dear. Rise.
Yes, now.
Alright, now let's try the teleport. Use a flood of purple light streams from the mirror. As soon as you look at it, it lifts you from your feet and carries you into the mirror on the other side. Fast travel. So it takes us to the marketplace in Circus Minor somewhere. We can return that book we borrowed. Ah, convenient. And no one comments. Okay. Statisti. Farewell, Falinda. The thief returned. Falinda wondered why, but did not ask. What did this book look like? The thief said, playing coy, knowing full well it was a large book called The Tome of Singing Thorns, bound in the skins of unknown animals and branded with a jagged symbol dividing into 5 colors: red, silver, gold, and purplish. Falinda knew the word indigo, of course, but suspected the thief did not. Memory curls around you. Memory curls around the thief, Falinda continues, and it's true. A memory is closing around you. The merchant leads forward with interest. And now she remembers that day 10 years ago when she came for the book. Frost burns your nostrils as you stare at the book in the creature's hands. You thought you'd lost it in the fire, but here it is. I wrote this book, you grumble. I don't remember what's in it, but it's mine. I don't want to borrow it. I want to take it back. And yet the customer knew that a book once lost belongs to everyone, and as such the customer would settle for borrowing the book for a little while. And with that the thief returned to the present, swaying and dizzying. The merchant briefly wondered what memories had carried the thief away, but nothing could be gained from prying into the secrets of others. And once again Falinda was exonerated. The thief knew she was a thief. Well, let's have another look at the book. So, the pages of the ancient heavy book rustle as if waiting to be turned. A cast-off statue is inscribed into the title page. Someone has attached a much newer tag to the binding which says exclusive property of them. Yep. Use item. You open the cover of the Tome of Singing Thorns. On the title page is a cast-off statue divided into 5 curving triangular shapes, the color of each tied with a small inscription beneath. You try turning to the next page, but can't. It's as if the pages are a solid block of color. You lay your hand on the title's page's rough, somewhat metallic surface, and sharp triangular shapes spring up around your fingers with a vibrating hum. The possibility of losing your fingers to this book was a danger Felinda somehow neglected to mention. Read the inscription. It is written in a firm, sharp hand at neatly carved letters through the page. Symptoms: cyanosis, hemophilia, spontaneous bruising, jaundice, auguria. See her as she was. You do not deserve to forget what you lost. Touch the silver thorn. You prod the silver thorn, producing a high, pure note. The red one. Razor edge, blue one. You experimentally run your finger along the back of the blue thorn. The moment raises a cool, complex note from the curved surface. Gold thorn. Warm note. Fingers tingle. Indigo thorn. Dense thorn. A multitude of tiny chime-like sounds from the metal. As you listen, they coalesce into a single firm note. So, blue, red, purple. Blue, red, purple, green, gold? Let's do that. Blue, red, purple-ish, green, not green, jaundice, gold, and silver. The note rises into the air. The notes surrounding you scatter into silence as if swept aside by an impatient hand. The book blurs open, flipping from page to page, faster than you can read, but still you catch glimpses, neat tables of strange creatures and their tidal affinities, dwindling question marks on each page as the author understood more and more. And through it all, you feel the book reading you, touching parts of your mind, erasing uncertainties and reopening portions that have been long closed. Woo! One intellect pool. Excellent. And then firm thud. Out of curiosity, we could do... What happens if we do it in the reverse order? Silver. Oh, no. Definitely not. Fair enough. And now we can return the book. Here's the Tome of Singing Thorns. Felinda snatched the book from the thief's hand, and the merchant says while doing so, and yes, it was the same book, still sealed, still worth, still priceless. The merchant traces the sigil on the cover for a long moment. As a reward, Felinda invited the thief, the customer, to take one of the merchant's more ragged books as payment. Stock space was limited after all, and the customer would be doing Felinda and Staristi a favor. You lean forward to examine Felinda's bookshelf. That was, after all, the purpose of the establishment. Let's see. What do we want of these? I'm not gonna just not take something. Let's go with Humming and Hiding, The Secrets of the Labyrinth of Sound. Felinda gladly handed the book over. The Labyrinth of Sound was an intriguing topic indeed. Humming and Hiding, The Secrets of the Labyrinth of Sound. I will not tell you why I found myself lost within the crumbling tower of Casmuskull, nor will I speak on the state I found myself in, or who was with me. Promises were made in the spiraling depths of the Labyrinth of Sound, promises I intend to keep. Instead, I will tell you of my escape from that echoing prison. Pakrashna, you might say. I know enough of the labyrinth to say it is but a dark room navigated by music rather than crude movement. Furthermore, it is deserted. One will not, for example, stumble over the bands of thieving Murdenhair, as you did in your thrilling account of the crossing of Deep Vormask. To this, I respectfully ask you to close this book and explore the labyrinth of your own, bereft of my guidance. You'll find the melody-scarred bones of my friends there, still cooling. You will stumble over the grotesque evidence of the choices I made to escape those lightless halls, and you'll see how far your rudimentary knowledge will take you. Otherwise, remain silent and read on. Farewell. Okay. Hey, Rin, over here. Yeah. Alright. Oh, right. Yes. Otoro. Rin! The boy shouts, throwing out his arms as if to hug her. You're safe! Rin steps back, looking him up and down. Hello, rude boy. We met outside of town, Rin tells you, mouth tight. We started arguing. He helped me, but then he left. She glares at him like she's trying to knock him over. Right before that woman stole me. Otoro's eyes widen. Slavers? Tell me they didn't... They did. I told you what would happen if you brought them to me, didn't I? But I didn't bring them. I told you I wouldn't do that. I was mad, but... I wouldn't. I didn't. She traded fair. I was just mad, and I left and forgot. Nothing more. I think he's telling the truth, Rin. He doesn't seem like the type to sell out a friend. Well, I still don't know if I can trust him. He is a very rude boy. He stares at her, chewing his lip, clearly trying to work up the courage to talk to her, to convince her of something. Finally, with the right twist of his mouth, he turns back to you. Look, he says, running a hand over his stubbled scalp. You hide it well, but I can tell you new here. I ain't trying to offend you, but I don't like leaving folks new to Sagus on their own. If you have any questions about City or Circus Minor in particular, I'll answer them free of charge. Didn't we already do that? His eyes steal to Rin again, almost too quick to notice. Because looks like he already... Yeah, we've already had this. Yeah, see, we've already had this conversation. We've got more questions. Never mind. Like, we've already had that. And that just didn't have any of the context required to make that worth talking to them again. Okay. Let's talk to Zalfi, because we did progress his stuff too. Zalfi glowers blankly at the sky, his battered fingers sculpting the air, his lips moving silently. So... have you made any progress? None. I need to know who the victim was, what drove him. Without that knowledge, how can I capture him in stone? Okay, never mind. I wanted to talk to him about what I did find. Can we talk to Prata? Was there anything left to do with her? Let's take another look at what you're selling. Contingent subroutine is a one-shot. This is a nice, like, instant heal for everyone. Nice. So I have oddities I can sell. I can sell this glove. I can sell these for quite a bit. But I've also got a fair amount of cash. I have to admit, I'm mostly interested in trying to find things that are permanent, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Whoops, okay. Rin. Let's, firstly, we'll give Rin Sting Charge.
Okay, I guess I can use this.
Nice. And the other thing would be to give her this, I think, yeah. Okay. We'll leave it at that for the moment.
You remind me of the storybook.
What a horrible
Ooh.
thing to say.
Rin, you can level. Okay. So we can give her, improve one of her skills. Or we can give her more points. She's not the best in terms of points. Let's see, if we picked improved skill, what would we pick for her? Really? Like, she's got an inability with all weapons and endurance. And we can basically give her more law or running. Let's increase her stat pools. We can increase speed and intellect, and we'll just increase both of them by 1. God of Hiding gives her... Right, so that... She doesn't have the stealth skill. She's just got that. We should probably chat with her. Okay, so we got all this shit together. We could deal with the Tolmagur. Alright, next time round, we're going to talk to Tolmagur and we'll level Eratus. Until then, see ya! Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you spending the time and effort watching the videos I make. If you'd like to watch more, on the left there should be another video from this playlist. On the right there will be whatever YouTube recommends. And in the center there is a convenient subscribe button, just in case you need it.